Alright, Shalom, we're the Hebrew Israelites coming out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon and let the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that they're the true children of Israel. So, with that being said, we're going to give all praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Say double honors to our apostles / elders which grew well, and blessings and salutations to you men and the women that follow the truth. And another salutations and also sincere habathum to you brothers out there doing work in truth and sincerity. So with that being said, you know we're gonna get into these prophecies because that's what we come out here to do. So let's get that in what is it, Jeremiah, the Lord sent us to prophesy against countries and great kingdoms. As I said, we came out here to prophesy. The word prophesy goes back to say before, okay? And pro means before, the word prophesy goes back to speak, okay? Can't say it is prophesy, but it's a different word. Yeah, pranai, that's what it is, pranai.
Jeremiah 28:7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, that's what we're out here to do. All right? The Lord sent the prophets to prophesy against countries, great kingdoms of war and of pestilence. All right? We're not out here to prophesy love and salutations and good tidings. We're out here to prophesy the downfall of America, because according to the Bible, America's going to be destroyed. Before any kingdom went down, a prophet always came up and said their piece. Okay? Can you give me that? Was it Samuel's when he said, we got come, when the prophets came and said, come down with good news? I know that's that. When the prophet came up, it was a situation at hand. If a prophet comes to the city, it was a situation. You know, I believe when David was getting when David was about to get anointed, that when it happened. You know?
1 Samuel 16:4. And Samuel did that which the Most High spake, and came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, comest thou peaceably?
Yeah, so the point to that is that when the prophets came, they wanted to know what was going to happen, because at the end of the day, they weren't going to do nothing to them. They were just going to get in the act of either mourning, celebrating. But when the prophet comes, you know, it's most likely not good, man. All right? It's the Lord about to say something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing right, the Lord ain't really got nothing to say, man. A prophet ain't gonna come in and say, I heard y'all doing so good, I came here to congratulate y'all. You know, that happens every blue moon. When the prophet comes, it's like, oh shit, what we do now? You know? So when the prophets start popping up in America, these Gentiles, you know what I'm saying, don't pay it no mind. You know, they look at it like, look at this guy. Oh, yeah, look at him, and look at the kind of clothes he got on. Not knowing that when the prophets came, it was bad news. But here it is, the Most High got prophets popping up all across the four corners of the world, and mainly in the house of Babylon, or in the daughter of Babylon, which is America according to the Bible. All right? And the prophecies that are coming to pass is not good news. Okay? Well, it's good news for Israel, but it's not good news for 2/3 of Edomites and heathen, man. Okay? You got something? That, we'll get Revelation 13.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Yeah, so you got the 2 horns. It's basically the Democrat and the Republic, you know, and they spoke as a dragon. They're basically just speaking as Esau, man. At the end of the day, the Democrat and Republican, the right wing and left wing, all that, it's just divide and conquer, man. All right. At the end of the day, if Hillary was in presidency, or if Trump was in presidency, they would did the same thing, man. All right. Because Trump's still dealing with Russia, right? As well as these other people, man. Okay? As well as Hillary. See, Hillary had emails already, man. You know? It's just that people are simple-minded, and they believe that if you vote, it works out. Even our people believe in voting. After all these years of oppression, our people still believe in voting, man. Voting that there's never been a law that's been pushed to benefit Jake in the first place. There's never been an overhaul to benefit our own people. And then for number 2, the scripture says you're supposed to ask for a king, or have a king of your own kind over you, man. That's the first problem with America, man. America is so diverse with nations, you can't put a king of his own kind. And then when you do that, people get upset. It's for a reason, man. The people want their own over them. That's how it's supposed to be. All right?
You're going to best look out for your needs, your aspirations, wants, and all that.
Yeah, even Moab, man. You know, when they get into kingdom, Moab going to have their own king over them, man. We're going to be a king over all the world. But you talking about over their government, over their system, when we got to see somebody go over there and check out what they're doing and check out what their kingdom is doing, when we enter the kingdom of heaven, all right? That's an Hamite? Shit. You ain't got a choice, man. But when you set a king over you, then the Moabites gonna have their own. The Ammonites gonna have their own. Now we the overseers. We're the prophets. You know? We're gonna be the priests. We're gonna be that nation. So when we enter into their kingdoms, you know, they're gonna be trembling, man. You know? Peaceably.
And he doeth great, Revelation 13 and 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth.
Yeah, it's a thermonuclear missiles, man. So that's a great wonder. The amazing signs that come from heaven, man. Revelation speak of. It's talking about the thermonuclear missiles, and it make people marvel. All right? It is not like, you know, you just like, oh my gosh, it's like you're amazed at it, man. You know, the whole world is amazed at the magnitude of his power, man. So people, they take it into consideration on what they should do in any warlike manner. If you don't got a missile, a nuclear missile, they do, you marvel at it like, you know, we can't. It changes the war tactic, man. You know.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Yeah, those the missiles, the television, the news, the media. That's one of the main deceivers that they had. Also, you got the Vatican with the church via through religion. You got all these religions, one Bible. You know, you shouldn't have all those religions. YAHAWASHI, when he had his disciples, it wasn't a bunch of religions, it was just a bunch of churches. But it wasn't different religions, okay?
Yeah, I mean, the brother has a great point, because Islam is Islam. I mean, you got different ways of believing, but not different belief systems. It's not like you have the Sunni and the Shiite, but they just have different beliefs on how stuff should be ran. It's not a different belief on on doctrine. But with the Bible, it's so many different doctrines and whatnot. People don't know what's the real.
Yeah, you got the one with the black Jesus. You got people that believe the Sabbath Saturday. People that you got the Jehovah's Witness. You know what I'm saying? You got all kinds of religions. You got Buddhism. You know, you got it's plenty of kind of religions in this world, man. But there's one true power, man. All right. And then when you're dealing with the Christianity aspect of it, like the brother say, you got Seventh-day Adventists, you got Methodists, you got evangelists, you got Baptists, you got Catholic. All these religions gonna come read the same Bible, man. Non-denomination, you know. You go ahead first. Then you talk, bro.
It's on Galatians chapter 1, verse 6. It says, I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you unto the grace of Mashiach, unto another gospel, which is not another. But there be some that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Hamashiach. So they're making all these different religions and different beliefs out of the same book, man. You know, and people want to believe what they want to believe, how they want to believe it. You know? And that's where false prophets come in. It says, but though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you, that which we have preached unto you, let them be accursed.
Yeah, there's a center line to the Bible, man. All right? People may do things differently, but you're not going to take out one aspect. You got, you know, Baptists, they're heavy on baptism. You know what I'm saying? It's like that Pharisees and Sadducees. You know what I'm saying? They're different. They had a difference. One of them believed in reincarnation and one of them didn't. You know what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to have that. You know, that's why we don't get along with all the other Israelite groups, because if you're preaching the name doesn't matter, then somebody else preaching the name, then somebody else preaching the chip, and somebody else not preaching the chip. You know, you're not like-minded, man. You know? Now, if brothers do things differently, some brothers don't drink yayan, and some brothers don't drink strong drinks, some brothers are into athletics, some brothers are into this, some brothers are really into books, some brothers are into, you know, hitting the highways more days than not. You know, some camps do things differently. Some camps go out Friday, Saturday, you know, difference, but all like-minded and doing the work, YAHAWASHI. Basically, if every camp go in, and a brother say something out of the scriptures or give a breakdown, all the brothers gonna be like, and agree with it. You know? You're not gonna sit there with a brother in the camp in the highways and he come out with something, you're gonna be like, I don't know about that, or you just don't say anything. Cause niggas doing these unity camps, you could say something and the brother is gonna hold it, they're gonna hold their peace because they don't agree with it. You know? Unity camps don't do shit. Unity camps ain't no bigger than the New York or the California camp, man. Or the Chicago camp. It ain't like they're doing anything. You know?
Not strengthening. The Lord don't deal with strength in numbers, man. He deal with sincerity.
Yeah, efficiency, man. You know?
This is Ephesians 4:4. It says, there is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all.
Yeah, so it's one mind. So it's not multiple Shabbats, it's not multiple high holy days. You know what I'm saying? Now you might not get the date right, but you should be along the lines. You know? You should know about the phases of the moon, that what Shabbat it is, but can we say what month it is? No, we can't. You know, you can have a good idea. You know, we really don't know when it, you know, we got a decent idea with the leap year, they got a leap year, but there's that same type of concept within our scriptures too. You know, where it's like a leap month that happens. What is it, every other month, every other year, I believe?
Yeah, that's extra Adar that's on the end of it.
Yeah, it's an extra Adar, you know?
Because you brought out a good point. Speaking on the moon, it's like how some of these Israelite camps, they follow Friday to Saturday every week. You know what I'm saying? Every week, every month. It doesn't change. The scriptures don't speak about that. All right, the scriptures speak, they don't deal with Friday and Saturday. So therefore, if all of us coming out of this book, you're supposed to see the moon and know that that it's meant for the time. And it brings out the different month, the new month. Therefore, you are not of that one body or of that one spirit, man.
You can't sit there and say, well, I do it like this and you do it like that, but we still honor the Shabbat. No, it's like, you got to do it according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Now, you honor Shabbat and then the person tells you, look, this is how you do it, and then you adjust it, that's totally fine. You know what I'm saying? But once a person show you the moon phases, and then you look at moon phases and say, oh, the new moon is the one that you can't see, then you start your moon off that way. You know? Then you can look into the Hebrew calendar and the moons, and you'll sit there and say, okay, this moon's that moon. You know what I'm saying? But you're still not gonna be 100% accurate. You know? But you'll be decently on. You might do the Passover a couple months ahead. You might do a month ahead, a month behind. You know? But at least you're around that area, man. You know? Subjectively, that's in my opinion. So even if camps have they Passover, we have ours on a certain day, and they have theirs on. I really don't get into that. Like look at them, they late. You know what I'm saying? I really don't get into all that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we don't know the exact date. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing every Saturday, Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown, every Saturday or every Sunday, then that's definitely wrong. You know?
They're saying you don't believe in the phases of the moon. You don't believe that the moon ever changes when the scripture says on a simple level,
they're not going according
changes
to the moon though. That's where the problem rises at. Can't say that they're not believing in the phases of the moon. They believe in them, but they're just not acknowledging the scriptures. Yeah, like you go, the moon phase is, once you're dealing with that, then you got to deal with the Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? Now if they say, well, the new moon is on the month starts when it's on its waxing crescent. Now you're talking about dealing with moon phases. You know what I'm saying? But if they say Saturday, Sunday, Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown, it ain't got nothing to do with the moon phase. That got something to do with the Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar. You know? They got something to do with Esau, the way Esau established days and times. You know? We go ahead and keep it back.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of beasts, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, and that image is basically democracy, man. They gave power to it. And people today worship democracy, man. They got their head up the ass of democracy. You know what I'm saying? That's what they always bring up, is it democracy. That's why they don't like, they ain't like Cuba, Castro, man, and his descendants, man, because they ain't deal with democracy. But here it is, you got a president that shut down the government outside of democracy, basically. Then he asked the public, should we shut it down, and should we not shut it down? He shut it down. He don't care about the workers or nothing. Everybody's suffering. That's communism. You basically say, I'm about to do this for the betterment of the country because of how citizens feel. That's communism, man. You just basically activated communism for 35 days. Just because your country is not based off of, it's not structured or represented as communism, you don't have the communist sticker on it, doesn't mean that that action is not communist. America does have opportunities in communism. The ability to make through martial law, the ability to make the president, the person that makes the sole decisions of what happens in this country. That's communism, man. Really, it's really something else. I forgot it's like a monarchy, you know, once you give them the control of the military and things like that, man. You know? It's a dictatorship. Dictators more. all up. But there's like, you know, you got monarchy, you got it's not anarchy. Anarchy is when the government, when citizens try to overthrow the government like a coup. You know what I'm saying? But you got I know monarchy is one of them. Yeah, when the king, I think it's monarchy because basically the king is over the military too. You know what I'm saying? The king is over the military as well as the governor. You see? But that's another talk for another time. You know, we basically rule in the monarchy, but our prophets, you know, the kings also respected the prophets. You know.
Verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yeah, that mark is CHARAGMA. It goes into an incision in the skin. It says it's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive what? A device that helps you buy and sell things. That's an RFID chip, man. It's not religion. Because you can take that mark off. Ain't nobody gonna walk up to bakers and say, hey, which religion are you? No, it's gonna be an incision in your skin, a device in your skin, which is an RFID chip. And when you go up to the store, you know what I'm saying, you get everything. They're not gonna ask for cash or credit. They ain't gonna ask you shit. They're gonna ring it up and look at you, man. Because they don't gotta ask for anything. You scan yourself, you sit there and swipe your hand. It ain't gonna be no like, oh, you ain't got that. Any bank you go to, you fill out your job applications, ain't gonna be no direct deposit. You want direct deposit, you want it by check. That's not gonna exist, man. Then once you put your social down, it's a wrap after that. And if you don't, if you put your social down and they look up your social, they're gonna say, wait, we can't hire you because you ain't got the chip. You know what I'm saying? If that, you shouldn't wanna, if it's at that point, you gonna be in hiding at that point, you know? Because if you ain't got the chip, then, oh, you one of those. You know?
Or your records will probably be on there. There ain't gonna be no application process. They're gonna scan your chip, they get your work history, you know, they get all your stuff off of that, man.
Yeah, it could be at the point today, just straight scan you. You know what I'm saying? Fill out the application online. You know what I'm saying? Scan your shit.
Yeah. Upload it for you.
You know? There probably don't even be applications anymore, like you brother said. You just, you know, look up jobs, click on that job, and then scan yourself. You know? In your whole work history, and then that shit, the computer, your jobs, where you live, background check.
Now you can't lie on your application.
Then they're highlighted to how they want it. You know what I'm saying? Because just like on the internet, how everything linking up. You'll be on internet on Amazon looking up some shit, and then go to Facebook, and they got that shit in the deals section, man.
Yeah.
You'll walk around somebody with your phone, and then you'll go home like, why this motherfucker in my suggestion? You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's crazy. You be like, oh, that's crazy. I just seen him the other day. No, man. Esau's binding all that information together, man. Because these are two different sites. You shouldn't be talking to me about Amazon shit that I search. That's an invasion of privacy, man. You know? To sit there and push that on, you know what I'm saying? You know? Even in your search engine, you know, your suggestion box, you know, they'll fuck with it, but at the same time, the shit that you looked at, you know, because I got Pepper the Pig in my shit. But what the fuck? Why you sending me that? Because my daughter's on there. Recently watched. You know, suggestions and all that. They're going to consolidate all the information, man. Your health records. Everybody going to be like, it's so easy, it's so easy. Oh, it's so easy. You know? It's going to seem convenient, man. You know? As the scriptures say, it's going to come across as real convenient. You know?
Read a little bit to this article I just looked up today. This is it's kind of old. It's like September 21st of 2018. From the website is theatlantic.com, and it says why you're probably getting a microchip implant someday. Microchip implants are going from tech geek novelty to genuine health tools. So just based on what the brother was saying, they're gonna make it convenient. It's convenient for you now. It's not just some little fad that they talking about. It's something they're gonna use. And the people that have been using it for years.
There's a lot of people out here in society that are getting kidnapped. You know, you always see Amber Alerts. You know, organs being snatched out, things like that. A chip got what? It's a radio frequency identification. It also got a ability to track you, man. You know, just like your car, when it has OnStar and all that, you be like, I ain't worried about, I got OnStar. If somebody take my car, I know where they at. You know what I'm saying? You got people always arguing about that, especially their kids. I don't know whether to give my kid a cell phone or not, because somebody, he's like, no, I shouldn't, because they get hooked to it. Then the first thing they say, well, will somebody want to kidnap you or something? And they need to make a phone call or something like that. So people already, they're doing problem reaction solution, man. Ain't nothing but Esau, human trafficking, and snatching people up. It's twofold. Snatch them up, their children, take their organs, man.
Be like giving you a reason to want to feel like you have no security. So then, you know, when he bring in this conveniency of the chip, you like, oh, I can never fail now. Nothing can never go wrong now.
Yeah, that's basically a definition of problem reaction solution. The problem is you get kidnapped, the people react and say we need to stop the kidnapping, and then Esau comes with the chip. Problem reaction solution. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, and they're creating it via through all kind of devices or ways in the way life is, and they'll create systems and put it on the news and create this stigma of what's going on in society. Because people always been getting kidnapped, but they pushing it now. You know? And then you got the ATM, even with your card, they talking about people putting shit over this shit and you swiping, and it's double swiping. You got people doing internet scams and card scams. Ain't nothing but agents. An agent will walk in the hood, link up with a dude, become his friend. You know what I'm saying? They say, yo, look, man, we could do this. Set this scam up, man. Have them making hella money. And then that shit spread just like how crack came. It wasn't nothing but an agent that came in and Rick Ross and said, this is how you cook it, man. You could do this with that. Way cheaper, they get way higher, and they get way addicted. Ain't like he figured that shit out. You know, cooking his cocaine, chopping it up, then bump some baking soda. Oh my God, oh, he threw it in the microwave, stirred it up and stirred it. Oh shit, oh crack. Wow. You know? Yeah, that's chemistry. To even know if it creates a positive effect or a negative effect. You know what I'm saying? All these drugs that are fucking lab made, you gotta put together. Like weed, ain't nobody make that shit up. Niggas just burnt that shit one time, or must have caught fire, nigga got high. And it was like, shit, that what this shit do? You know, that's easy to stumble upon. A little forest fire going on, you know, you in a field or something. Same thing with that drug, with the poppy seeds, man. Because back in Somalia and Africa, they be chewing on the whole plant, man. You know?
Yeah, as far as like the brother was saying earlier, like I work for an online bank and I take calls. Overnight, 80% of the calls are fraud calls. Somebody trying to get in somebody's account, somebody got somebody's information, and they're trying to switch up the name on the account or the address or something like that, and it'll be obvious fraud. And that's the way that they can quell that shit. That's the way they can stop it, is by introducing the chip.
Well, you got hackers, you know? You got hackers that can say, well, somebody, you must have ran across this one swipe, when a nigga be putting a swipe blade over it. Nigga just out of your shit and hack your shit. And fuck with your account. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody fucking with our cars. Somebody said somebody in your, they pinned it down and said somebody around your apartment complex trying to hack your shit. They couldn't get far. You know what I'm saying? And they say somebody within that complex, man. You know? Got you all scooped out, now you want to get the chip. Let me get the chip. You know? All this shit with Uber and, you know what I'm saying? All these things that they're consolidating and taking, you know, I want to call that drive to self and shit. You know? Niggas is that lazy, they just want to hover to work